All right, let's get started. So we're going to be doing the KC Cup, and we're going to be playing Blue Eyes, because why not? Why not? I feel like it's kind of like fitting to be able to do this type of deck on stream, but if it like gets repetitive or something like that, I'll probably switch over to a different deck. All right, but let's see what we got. So I want to get as much, like, grinding as much as I can, just because, again, the gems output for the KC Cup are just too good. Yo, Casey! First indeed, dude. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub, dude. For 4 months in a row. Let's go, dude. How are you doing today, by the way, man? Good to see you. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to check out your streams lately because of conflicts, but, dude, so go. Oh, dude, you've been streaming Undertale. How's Undertale going? Yo, Blue Gator, welcome to the stream as well. Hope you are doing well as well. Great to see everybody. Helmet eyes, exactly. Welcome, Shrek. Great to see you, dude. Unfortunately, I can't use anything else really right now, so I figured this might be a good enough time as anything to actually use this deck. Plus, it's also kind of like interesting still learning how to play it. I will praise that game for days, but it's taxing. I mean, but it's still a pretty good game for sure, right? So let's just send these two to the grave. Go with this. Get rid of the background, just summon the Blue Eyes, I guess. We already have a Fiendish Chain, so we're pretty good right now. Say a teacher, welcome to the stream. Great to see you. Hope you are doing well. With Jaden? Alright. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Hope you're doing well, Saiyan teacher. Shrek, I see you as well. Hope you're doing good. Bastard. Also, the voice choice I gave Papayas. I have to check it out. What is the voice? Like, can you give me an idea of like what voice you use for Papayas? Undertale is good though. Like, I played it for the first time on stream not too long ago, and Undertale was a bop. Like, I probably want to go back through it at some point too. Learning how to play it. Good joke, right? He gets it. Contribute this card, add 1 level. Yeah, that's fine. Because I can't really... Because tributing is cost, so that's fine. I mean, the deck is pretty straightforward and wants to do. But there's like some combos I've been figuring out. About what you would expect. But is it like a really high-pitched voice, or what is it? I'll probably just check out the VOD at some point. They're going to go Thrasher. Alright. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. So they'll probably summon Thrasher, but they've already took up their normal summon. Yeah, that's fine. So what's... Yeah, because they've already normal summoned this, so what is their plan? Oh, Vanisher. Must be shut down when you control a Photon monster. This card special summon can add 1 Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon and exceed banish. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. I'll have to check it out, though. That actually sounds pretty funny, though. I think with Papayas, I look at the higher pitched. I'm pretty sure it's higher pitch, or it was like really gritty. An advancer, if a special Photon is on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. I don't even know what that does. I never really played against Photon, so it's kind of interesting. If you lose the duel, you lose your soul. Always, always. But it's 2021. I'm not losing a lot. I mean, I never noticed that Jaden Yuki actually started doing shadow games. It may have to change. I realized he was in the game. I mean, I feel like sometimes you just can't keep up the voice, and it just starts defaulting to a different voice. I feel like that happens like when you ever try to like convey different voice all the time. Like, that happened to me a lot in some of my playthroughs. Like, I'll be like putting in so much effort. I'm like, this is actually starting to hurt. I'm just gonna tone it down a little bit. What are they trying to do? Did it get compliments for voice acting? There you go, dude. Like, it's just that little sauce that you add to it that just gives it such a great experience. 10 out of 10 voice acting, I'd probably say so. Alright, what does Vanisher do? What does Vanisher do? Oh, banish any monster? Oh, that's fine. I don't care too much. I mean, I know he probably could have done that when they tried to activate the effect, but it's fine. Because... Wait, actually, they could go for Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Now that I realize it. Because they can special summon by tributing 2 monsters at 2,000 attack, right? I miss the voice acting. Oh, that is so sad. But I mean, there's always next time, though. Because I don't think he finished... Like, did you finish the entire game, Casey? Because I know Undertale's not a very long game. Alright, so you could during the player's battle step, when this card battles an opponent's monster, you could target the monster, banish it. I'll wait for him to attack, and then I'll tag it out. That's fine. Oh no. Are you doing a passive? What type of run are you doing, by the way? Are you doing pacifist, genocide, or just a normal playthrough? I played until I get cheated out of an artifact. Yo, I'm sorry to hear that. But I mean, like, that's one of the cool things with Undertale is you can play it so many different ways. Yo, Hopeseus, welcome to the stream. Great to see you. Hope you are doing well. Again, sorry for starting a little bit late. We were actually watching something, and it kind of like went a little bit longer. All right, we got it. We got it. So draw. Jeez. It's so not cool. All right, that's fine, though. All right, so we're going to Xyz summon. Yeah, we'll go to Vermilion. I highly doubt they have a Kite Rider like Haribo or something in their hand. So we're good. All right, so Vermilion Dragon Mech. We're going to use the effect. We're going to banish this little guy to pop this little guy. I was watching Bleach. I forgot you were streaming. No, you're totally good. I didn't start a little bit later anyway, Hopeseus, so you're totally fine. But Bleach sounds interesting. Is this your first time watching Bleach, or have you watched it before? I want a Blue Eyes, actually. Just in case. I highly doubt it, but just... No, we're good. Alright, game 1. So I think that puts us at, like, what, DL10? I don't even know at this point. No, I've seen it at least 6 times. Yo, if you want a great... If you want a great anime to watch, Hopeseus, I've actually been watching Skate the Infinity, and it's actually really good. You can't punch Metallic. You can't punch Metallic. Again, they destroyed Gears. No, not Gears. They destroyed my deck, Noble Knight, so what else am I going to play? Yeah, Skate the Infinity. That's the one I've been watching today, and it's actually really, really good. Like, I had the biggest, like, a big-ass grin the entire time because of how, like, outlandish it is, but it's also just super cool. It's like a skateboard or snowboarder sort of thing. For context, I spent a ridiculous amount of time solving one puzzle, though, when I saw that the reward was by an annoying dog. Oof. I think I remember that one, actually. Like, some of the puzzles that they have in Undertale isn't, like, they're either sometimes, like, super obvious or just, like, a little bit like a finicky. Play 20 cards? We are playing 20 cards. What are you talking about? 20 card Noble Knight isn't even bad. I'll have to relook into it. Because like Noble Knights is still definitely playable if you kind of like have the right setup for it. I just haven't done a lot of experimenting with it. Because I haven't been playing as much Duel Links as I'd like to. I want card advantage. Let's do that. Oh, damn. I was hoping we actually had a Blue Eyes in our opening hand. So how do we want to do this? So I could go with this. Yeah, I could summon this. Yeah, this is fine, actually. We'll summon Sage. We're going to add this. Hugglesberry, welcome to the stream. Great to see you. Hope you are doing well. We already have one of these on our hands for Karma Cut to make it live, so I'm not really going to worry about that too much. We're going to go with a Blue Eyes because, unfortunately, I can't really do much else. But I'll have to look into it, Shrek. Do you actually have a list for Noble Knight's 20-card deck, if you don't mind me asking? They're playing Metallicaerox? That's actually pretty interesting. When this card is destroyed, you can special summon it. When this card's flipped face up, you can target one Metallicaerox. Okay, spell or trap in your graveyard and add to your hand. So, I don't remember what support Metallicaerox actually have in this game. So, it's going to be kind of interesting actually seeing it pop up for now. I guess we're summoning another Blue Eyes. Let's do it. All the hugs, I love it. I gotta go watch then, like, for real, right? But no, I'll definitely have to try to see the next stream for sure, just to be able to see what Casey is doing with Papyrus' voice, because there's so many different things you could do. 4 hours and 52 minutes, dude, that is a long stream, but it must have been worth it, right? Once per turn, okay, that's fine. It's a Gemini, so I don't care too much. Vision fading, yo, Casey, have you been drinking your water, my dude? Dude, you can't fall unconscious? No, don't do that. But enjoy the lurk, Casey. I appreciate you for dropping in. And again, dude, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. You're too kind, my dude. Mystical Beastry. Send the top 2 cards of your deck, then target one face-up spell or trap that you can place spell or trap counters on it. Place 2 on it. If this card and its owner is destroyed, you can special summon one monster And you can place up to counters. Okay, interesting. We're going to let that go through until it goes to the battle phase, and then we'll just karma cut it. Yo, Deli! Welcome to the stream, Deli. Great to see you. Hope you are doing well, my dude. How goes it? Alright, now he's going to combat. So now is when we drop the karma cut. Maybe I should add a healer command. That'd actually be kind of interesting. We're going to pitch, of course, the White Stone of the Ancients. Get rid of Crusader. Which is pretty good. Which is pretty good because it doesn't destroy the creature. It banishes it, so no stupid effects. Stressed all the packing has been... Dude, it definitely is a lot. Like, you never realize how much stuff you have until you actually move for the first time. Like, it's crazy. Hopefully the headache goes away, though, dude, my dude. Have you taken, like, any ibuprofen or Tylenol or anything like that to help it? Because I know, like, when I start getting a migraine, like, taking a Tylenol early, I could definitely just sometimes help prevent it. But, Deli, just imagine, like, what the payoff is going to be, dude. Having your own place. Super good. Super good. Oh, yeah, question. What's up, Casey? What is up? I think I made the other laugh that I'm glad watching the Rose of Pain. I think I made the other... I mean, that happens, which is still pretty good. Like, again, laughter is always good. Haven't. I mean, if it gets too much, Deli, I would definitely recommend it, my dude. I mean, if I could take your headache, I would totally do it. And Stu, welcome to the stream. It is great to see you. Hope you are doing well. I really missed some drama in my absence. I mean, it wasn't really drama, but it was the night that we learned that DMX was having some health issues, and a few people made some like remarks regarding his songs towards it. But again, we kind of got that cleared up. It's not going to happen again because again, I want to make sure that nobody takes any offense and stuff like that. And again, for those who did take offense to it, I do want to apologize for that. Again, we didn't have any malice intent towards it at all. We're going to grab that from deck to hand. I guess I could make Dragon Spirit of White. Because again, I'm going first. I don't really like that. I'm losing track of people in the chat. I mean, I'm trying to like keep up for sure, like myself. And sometimes it's kind of hard to do that. That's not what I was referring to. Oh. Huh. What drama then? Because... that's the only thing that really came up recently. If you don't mind, could you whisper that to me? Because I'm kind of curious to hear what you said about it. I heard Gator got me. Damn it! Okay, so we're going back to that scandal. I thought you were referring to that, because that actually, what I referred earlier, did happen, but I heard Gator... I saw it on TMZ, and I also saw it on Today America, so it could be true at this point. It could be true. Case, like, you actually had me thinking, like, wait, what else did I miss? I mean, no, it's a huge scandal, Casey, between... there's, like, a thing going on between Blue Gator, Hopeseus, and Deli. Like, it's expanding. Like, even Netflix is working on its own adaptation of this. It's really confusing. Like, I'm in the same boat as Stu here. They're playing Vision Heroes with Destiny Malicious. You can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon... So what does Vision Varus do? Discard, special summon this card from your hand. This card's normal special summon. You can place a Vision Hero from your deck into your spell or trap zone. Alright, that's fine. I don't really know what to do about it. But no, like, that scandal's been... it's been an ongoing thing, but it just keeps evolving, Casey, which is always fun. Real talk, though, my room feels empty. I mean, I'd imagine, dude, you took, like, everything out. Like, it's just kind of, like... it's for, like, kind of bittersweet, but it's also a surreal experience, you know? Right. Yo! Mikey playing, coming with the raid of 4. Dude, thank you. Shout out to Mikey. Yo, thank you so much for the raid, dude. I appreciate you. How did it go, by the way, dude? Welcome, everybody. Yo, May_Mew. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Metal Brigade. Glad to have you here. Thank you again. Finally able to raid. Yo, let's go. By the way, I don't know if I told you, Mikey, but like last week or so, we actually finally finished Dragon Quest XI. It was so good. It was amazing. It was super good. Is there supposed to be a volume for the game? There should be. Can you guys not hear it? That is really weird. Because like I can hear it on my end just fine. I'll have to look into that later. Like after the game, because it's a time sort of thing. But thank you for the heads up, Deli. I did not realize that. And Fayboard, welcome to the community. Thank you so much for following. Again, welcome to the Metal Brigade. Glad to have you here. The game just never wants to end, but I don't want it to end. It was so good. Like, I have a few things left to do in the post-game that's not, like, integral to the story, but I need to go back to it. Like, some of the Luminary Trials. It's so good. But how'd your stream go, dude? I see that you were playing Minecraft, which is always really fun. Did you do anything specific, or just, like, having fun chilling? They're doing Vion, which sends him to the grave? Yes, it does. Okay, so that's fine. But again, thank you for the heads up on that, Dilly. I did not realize you guys couldn't hear the audio, because I can hear it on my end, unfortunately, just fine. Oh, Metallic Stu is an amazing artist. Fun fact. I know that. Like, I've noticed that. Stu has done some amazing art in the Discord. I love it. Like, I was actually kind of, like, I was really impressed, especially with, like, some of the stuff I saw recently. Shout out Metallic. It was good. We just chilled for, like, an hour. We actually did Half-Life 2 Episode 2, then switched a category at the end. Yo, that sounds really awesome. I've heard so many good things about the Half-Life series, and I'm also hearing that people are really hyped for Half-Life 3, which... Didn't Half-Life 3 get, like, announced out of nowhere? Polymerization, that is fine for now. Can I make you an emote when I get my drawing tablet? Sure, absolutely. I actually do have some new emotes in the works. Like, it's been a long time coming, but we are going to have a Metallic PogChamp emote. As good or as bad as that does sound, it's going to be kind of funny in my personal opinion. This is a big dude. That is definitely a big dude. But that's okay. I can use Fiendish Chain on it as long as they don't have any spell or trap removal, and we're fine. When this card targets attack, you can target a face of spell or trap your opponent controls, destroy it. Wow, they just have all the answers. That is ludicrous. How do I want to do this? I need to play this, see how they play this out actually, because I don't think they're gonna try to attack. Okay, so Trinity's going first. How do I want to do this? Said Podgy mode me up. May I show you mine because I think it would be especially love it. Yeah, if you want to show like any of your emails, go for it. Absolutely. I'd love to see it actually. Yo, the Metal Geek slime, I love it. That is amazing. I love that so much. It is so good. We kind of lost already, but it is what it is. That is super cool. I love it. Like, and fun fact, I haven't found a single Metal King slime, unfortunately, in that game. Like, all the training I was doing was, like, through vicious liquid metal slimes. I never got lucky or fortunate enough to find a liquid metal slime. Wait, why is that still going through? You did Fiendish Chain on it. Oh, they got mass change. We're done. Oh! Ananki. Actually, we might be able to do something. Really went to the fortress up here and found one immediately on the second floor. RNG just doesn't love me. That's all that I can really say. Like, I think what I ended up doing for the majority of this, like, my run is I would go to, like, just, like, any place, get, the hero, Jade, and Sabaldo, like, pepped up, and then just do Electrolyte and just hope for the best. Like, that was my strat for the longest time. And I'm probably thinking that's one of the main reasons why it took me so long to beat the game. Oh, but that's awful. They had such a good setup, though, so that's totally fine. But, yeah, let me see if I could fix the audio issue, because I did not realize you guys couldn't hear it. Thanks for the catch on that, Deli. So with that being said, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw up the taking a break thing and try to fix that up. So I'm going to be right back really quick while I try to fix that. So I muted myself to kind of fix that, but I guess in the volume mute, like the volume mixer was so low it couldn't register it as an output. So we're good. There's no metal. I mean, probably hearing Duel Links is more appropriate than hearing mine, but it's all good. We're good to go now. Again, totally professional streamer. Let's go. So what am I like up to? Yeah, that's awesome. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything in chat. You finally updated my channel name, though I don't know if it's any better. I mean, I like it. Like, the fact that it's the is always really cool, the main you. Again, it's still a really cool username. I like it a lot, actually. Got a lot of cat jams. Electrolyte gave me 2 vicious liquid metal slimes and a vicious metal king slime. Dude, did you actually take out both of them as well? Because that is just insane amount of XP that I would love to have someday. I have no idea how this game works, to be honest. I just came here for the streamer and chat. I appreciate you, Casey. I appreciate you, my dude. Checking the emails. All the emails, let's go. I usually got one metal slime and the king. You always got to prioritize the king, like, for real. It is just so good experience. Alright, so they're playing Volcanic Neos. I've actually never played against this deck, really, so that's going to be interesting. I mean, we actually open up pretty well, so I'm actually pretty cool with it. So what I can do is I can open up with Sage the Eye is blue. Critical claim on Eric. Oh yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely, Mikey. Like when people were telling me about some of Eric's abilities being Guile's Divide and Critical Acclaim, I'm like, okay, these are just broken. We need these as soon as possible, and I'm glad we got them because they're amazing. They instantly get rid of the stress of having to kill them before they're gone. I love it. It's so good. One's got 3 for 340k experience. That's amazing. I wish I had that. I wish I had that. I think the most I've ever gotten in that game was like 180,000, which is still pretty good. Like, I'm not scuffing at that, but like, you know, you could always just have a little bit more experience. How many Blue Eye, or how many Neos Fusions are in the grave? They got 2. Okay, so there's 2 forms of protection for there, so that's fine. All right, we're gonna keep Book of Moon. Yo, Blue Gator's gonna lurk. All right, that sounds good. Gator, thank you so much for dropping in. I appreciate you. Enjoy the lurk, my dude. Wait, you lost a Magikarp? How'd you lose a Magikarp? We're gonna grab one of these and one of these. Cobra Strike, Divide, Victimizer was OP. Yo! So after my turn, I'm gonna tell you like one of my favorite things that we were doing in that entire game. Like, because it was nuts. Like, there's a combo you can do where you can pretty much take out any, like, almost the majority of the post-game bosses in nearly one turn. But, like, it kind of involves that for sure, yeah. Alright, so we're going to attack the Brave Neos and do some damage. But yeah, Mikey, like, there's a setup you can do. It's pretty much that. Yo, Venus Kellen! Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub to Hugglesberry. You didn't have to do that, but, yo, thank you so much. How is it going? Yo, if you guys want a true, amazing Duel Links streamer, say no more. Venus Kellen is definitely one of the best ones out there. Go check them out. They are really, really awesome. I appreciate Venus. Hope you're having a great day today. How's it going? Alright, so the White Stone of the Ancients. We're just going to drop a Blue Eyes. But, like, yeah, Mikey, like, there's a combo you can do with that. But, like, what you do is you use, so use Eric's Divide. You have Veronica use Oomphle on Eric. You have Savalda use Kiss Me Deadly on the enemy to poison it. And then use Rab's Zap ability to lower its defense. And then with Eric, you do Victimizer. It's insane on how much damage it actually does. It's crazy. Alistair is going to get a search for Invocation. If they're summoning it, I'm assuming they don't have Invocation in their hand right now, so it might be pretty good to actually Fiendish Chain that. So let's do that, actually. I've never really seen them play against like Neil's Volcanic, so it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. But yeah, no, it's insane. It was amazing. Like, I actually used that combo to deal with a ton of, like, some of the final bosses. Have you done the super boss? Are you talking about, like, what is his name? The Dark Lantern Time Worm. No, I don't believe, actually. I don't think I've actually done that. Is that like a... I'll have to actually look into that. I mean, I might have, but I'm not too sure. So they actually did have an invocation already. Alright, I guess we gotta play through it. Yeah, it looks like they're playing Volcanic Alistair with Neos, which I suppose there's some synergy in there. But I haven't seen anything with Neos and Alistair in the longest time. So, I mean, I might be bad for playing Blue Eyes, but This is making a comeback, so it is what it is. Yo, I love the Switch emote heart. That is amazing. That feeling when you realize you spent over $200 on a guy that you met about 4 months ago. Deli, I mean, for real. Like, I feel the same. Like, I've dropped in a ton of gift subs in, like, other channels as well. It just happens. It just happens. And you don't really know how to... You're just like, okay, this has happened, but that's okay. Only KC Cup. I mean, probably. I mean, unless we get, like, a ton of people who want to do, like, a dual room, I'm probably just going to stick directly to KC Cup. And Deli, it's been 5 months and 6 days, so just a little bit longer. But still, Deli, again, I'm telling you not to do it anymore, but you still do, and I appreciate you, Deli. I can get rid of that, so I guess we can just book a moon it. That's fine. Yo, Korigani, if I'm saying that correctly, welcome to stream the Metal Grade. Glad to have you here. If I butchered your username, I am sorry. Let's see, this can attack all your ones. Okay, so that's fine. They have Book of Moon, so are they going to respond to it? Book of Moon is amazing. I love Book of Moon. Like, even in the TCG, for the longest time, Book of Moon was so damn good. Because, again, it could stop Xyz summoning, it could stop, you know, synchros, it could stop attacks, it could stop a lot of things. It's amazing. I guess I can go with the Spirit Dragon and banish that and attack over. I mean, I guess it's an option. Yeah, so does this have to be a face of monster? You can target one monster on the field and destroy it. Okay, so we're going to be pretty good. So we're going to use this effect. I love you. I love you too, Deli. Book of Moon is super good. I am super happy they like dropped it in Duel Links not too long ago. Alright, so with that being said, I don't have a tuner actually, but we can still do some damage, I guess. I don't know why, but I thought I had a tuner. I mean, we kind of do, but I can't... Well, no, that won't work. So I guess we can do... Can I do enough? No, I can't do enough damage for lethal. We misplayed. That's fine. Book is amazing combo. Disruptor, Monster Saver, and sometimes can help activate effects monsters twice. Seriously, it can. Like, Book of Moon is super good. I love Book of Moon. Oh, I can banish it with Blue Eyes Twin Burst. Forgot about that. I mean, it's not enough for game, but I mean, getting rid of this is just going to be really nice. Actually, no, it is enough for game because it'll do damage. No, yeah, it'll do damage. So if they choose to protect it, then it'll be gone, right? I think that's how this game works. Twin Burst, banish, we win. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, I need to remember how to play this deck. Anyway, the stream was 8 hours. I love to stick around, but it's 6 a.m. I must sleep. Yo, Mikey, no worries, dude. Again, thank you so much for the raid, dude. I appreciate you. It's always good to see you dropping in. Have a great night, dude. I appreciate you. But yeah, no, Book of Moon is super, super good. Joey, if you lose the duel, you lose your KC points. Ooh, they still had Alistair. But I mean, we could still banish it. So, I mean, it is what it is. Which is still nice. Alright, so I guess it's still something. And we also do have access to the White Sun of the Ancients in the graveyard to, like, do banishing and stuff, so that's fine. I wonder if they're actually going to limit or semi-limited book, because it is just super versatile, and it's crazy. Be looking for that view, though. Hopefully we'll catch a stream probably soon. Yo, I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Mikey. Have a great night. Thank you so much for the lurk, because, again, the lurks are just super helpful. And, yeah, dude, it's always great to see. I definitely need to pop into one of your streams soon. Alright, we golden. I mean, that's actually pretty cool. Do I want to do anything? I mean, if I really wanted to... No, I'm not going to do that. It's a terrible idea. We actually have alternative in the graveyard, so let's bring that back. Yeah, I'll bring back alternative just in case we actually draw like, into one of our other blue eyes later. You know, I'm going to play it safe. Because, like, the last thing I want to see... Because, again, if we're playing a deck from 2020... Okay, I was, like, going to say, like, if we see a Drowning Mirror Force, it's all over. Random Death Stare. Deli wants me to redeem it in the voice of Kermit the Frog. Last time, Deli gave us a very amazing version of the Fitness Grand Pacer test. What has he gotten today? Alright, let's just go for game now at this point. Because, like, if they did have, like, a Drowning, I was going to get around it by using Vermilion Dragon Mech, but that is what it is. Wait, what the hell is this? What? I don't even know. What is that, Deli? What is that from? I've never seen that before.
The first...
Alright, hang on. The first step.
The first step, eat up the banana. The second step, eat up some grapes. The third step, eat up some apples. Eat the melons. Now there's nothing left on your plate. Now we've had our fruit salad today. It's time to put the scalps away. Wash the bowls and wash the spoon. Let's do it all again real soon. Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy fruit salad. Yummy, yummy fruit salad. Yummy, 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 yummy fruit salad. Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy fruit salad. Yummy, yummy fruit salad. Yummy, yummy.
The frickin' Wiggles, dude. How can I forget such an iconic rock band from the early 2000s? I mean, I gotta confess to you, Deli, I don't have any good taste in music, and I've never seen the Wiggles. Can't keep up with Barry's heart collection. Barry has some of the best heart emotes I've seen. Like, there's a lot of great ones there. Like, you got the Dimbrodis, you got Yami Trapped. There's so good ones. There's Mood, there's Darkrai. There's so many good ones. There's Hitori, there's Farful. Ooh, Farful. There's so many good ones there, too. I need to get more emotes and just, like, so we can provide some other good stuff. But there's so many good heart emotes there, too. Oh, the mirror match. Let's go. I just testing that heart copy pasta. Yo, it's great. It's appreciated. I love the hearts. It's so good. I appreciate it. My voice hurts after talking about fruit salad for Kermit the Frog. Alright, so that's probably the White Stone of the Ancients. Alright. If only we actually did not draw this, that'd actually be pretty cool. So what I could do, I don't even know if this is probably like a Karma Cut or something. So I guess what I can do, we'll normal summon this dude. We're going to use this dude, because I don't have any card constants in here or anything. I'm just going to be pretty aggro right now. Like very aggro, to the point where it's probably not even a really good aggro. So what are they going to do? Nothing? Oh, I guess I can summon this. While it's in the hand. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. That is actually definitely pretty cool, because we can actually just banish the back row. And it'll just force them to do the activation. Oh, all that work for that? Not cool, not cool. Again, I don't... Yeah, I kind of figured it out as much. So they'll have a Dragon Spirit of White. We already know they're playing Galaxy Cyclone, which... I feel like Galaxy Cyclone doesn't even really need to be played in this deck, just because you already have so much back row removal as it is. Between, like, Karma Cuts, Dragon Spirit of White, but, you know, it is what it is. So they'll probably summon a Blue Eyes. Yeah, it's a Blue Eyes. It's all good. Started a hug trade on another stream. Yo, that's what's up. I love it. Way to spread the love, Barry. Again, Barry, if it's not spreading love or a riot, there's so many things we could spread, you know? New Scott, BRB. No worries, Stelly. I appreciate you for dropping it up as always. I think that might be one of the first times we've actually seen him do the whole the alert command. It's amazing. All right, so I'm assuming they're gonna drop. Oh, a card's a constant. It's just so much card value. Yeah, that's fine. Not much I can really do. Enemy controller! Oof, that is not good. Oh, that is so not good. Because they could just simply crash these two and just get rid of them if they really wanted to. Or go into Hover Dragon, Sunlord Heliopolis. Oh, Twin Burst is also another option too. Oh, that is so not good. I mean, I contribute that off, but that's not going to do anything, because it can still... When the staff with the monster puts them short... I mean, I'm just going to get it banished anyway, so... Oh, that is so not good. Yeah, that is what it is. I mean, if I can draw into an alternative, we can turn it around, but that's 1 out of 13 cards. Enjoy the lurk, Blue Gator. Enjoy the lurk. Can we request alternative? I mean, Book of Moon is still pretty good. That's actually still pretty good. Alright, what do we got? So I can banish it for something, but there's really not much of a point to banish it right now, so we're just going to put that face down and just pass. And if they, like, draw, like, any monster, we're kind of done. Like, any monster. Oh, so they're playing Maiden. Maiden's actually pretty good. Like, Maiden's actually really good, especially if you have, like, cards like Lance or, like, Book of Moon just, like, to constantly target, because just targeting it is still really good. Oh, it's your eyes! Oh, it's... I mean, still technically, we won't die. Yeah, I mean, I won't die this turn. Yeah, because this only does 2 attacks on monsters, right? So what we'll do, I guess... I mean, I'm still going to take a ton of life point damage anyway, so we're just going to Book of Moon that so they don't get the normal summon special effect next turn. They could still attack us once directly, which is fine. We'll still be alive a little bit. But yeah, I'm not really expecting much. Man, if only there was more I can actually do. Yeah, no, that's it. Not much I can really do right now. So I can I can banish that. Yeah, there's not, I can't really do anything. That's fine. Oof. Yeah, that's it. The delay was atrocious? Looks. Wait, what do you mean? Wait, did you actually have a face cam, Gator? Gator had some issues doing that 4-panel emote before. I kind of like want to know what you guys are talking about now, actually, at this point. Casey Reels was like 5 minutes late. Wait, did you guys like do like a stream panel or something like that, or like a joint stream sort of thing, or? Let's try this again. Let's try this again. I figured with the KC Cup, I was going to come into a lot of, like, mirror matches, which is kind of fine. Like, again, it's Blue Eyes. I'm on a road trip, and I was in KC's Wild in the Red. Oh, that makes more sense. Because I'm assuming... Yeah, because, like, that's got to be kind of rough, because I'm assuming you didn't have, like, a lot of, like, what? Like a good stable connection, right? I guess what I can do is I can normal summon Sage. Sage's effect to grab myself a White Spirit of the Ancients. Waiting for a response. We'll use Cards of Consonance, of course. No Gator face cam ever. That's totally fine, like, Gator. I know some people don't feel comfortable doing a face cam, but would you ever consider doing a VTubing? So I know that's like a trendy thing popping up these days. Like, I actually have a friend who streams as well, who does VTubing. Ooh, Kaiba boy. That's actually pretty good. So, I mean, if I really wanted to... Probably not, honestly. Honestly, that's not, like, again, that's totally fine. Because, like, I don't know, like, I don't think I would ever become a VTuber, but the fact that I would never have to, like, make sure my hair looks relatively decent on stream just really appeals to me. It just really appeals to me. Should I draw a Gator persona? I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that. Like, imagining Gator's, like, personas like a VTuber or something like that. I think I'll never stream. I mean, is there any reason why, Stu? Which, again, is totally fine. It's totally fine. Streaming sometimes is not the easiest thing to do because, like, having an audience in front of you can sometimes just be overwhelming, you know? Kind of like the same reason why people get stage fright. Same thing. I mean, I would draw his avatar. Yeah, I'd like to see some of Casey's art. That'd be pretty cool. No, I'll never stream. That's totally fine, Stu. That's totally fine. Playing a 25-card deck. Interesting. Ooh, this is actually pretty insane. Wow, that's actually pretty interesting. Do they not have any good connection either? Interesting. I don't have a setup. I mean, all you really need is a gaming console and, or even just a computer or an Elgato, which I know, like, in certain situations can be hard. All right, we won. Again, we're on a great streak. Let's go. I'd watch a Hope stream. Hope's are good. Hope has some good streams. Beatdown. Until the end of the turn, increase attack of all face of level 5 or higher monsters you control by the number of level 5 you control times 300. Honestly, that's actually kind of cool. But I feel like Ultimate Dragon just gives us a little more utility, so we're going to keep with that. Level 12, let's go! Also, my latest art, I've been just working on the emotes. Work in progress. Yo, I can't wait, Casey. Cannot wait. Because, again, your emotes are really hype, my dude. I cannot wait. Thanks, but thanks, Blue, but I butchered it. I don't know all the commands and shit. I mean, the way that I see it, Hopesy, is you could start small. Like, again, I didn't have Nightbot until, like, what, like, November or something like that? Like, it took me forever to kind of, like, get Nightbot set up and just, like, do stuff like... exclamation point hype or stuff like that. You gotta teach me, bro. I mean, if I could figure it out on my own, anybody can do it, but I could totally like give you some more information. Yeah, we also have like high stuff like that. Like it's really not hard at all to like set up like a Nightbot sort of things. It's actually pretty straightforward. Like you just have to like do one of those things where you just like log in your Twitch account and connect it, and you're pretty much good to go. We have Karma Cut, so that's actually pretty cool. So we'll just summon this and then just grab. Or you can program it. Yeah, you can do a lot of things. Like, I want to look more into doing like the whole redeeming thing, like kind of like what Ramen does. But I don't know. I kind of have been pushing that off lately. I need to like get some ideas and just do it all at once. And like that's actually one of the cool things about streaming itself is that you can like kind of like reflect and see how far you come in such a short time. Reveal 3 cards at each Blue Eyes spell or trap that list Blue Eyes. Oh, interesting. I'm gonna go with the far right. Yeah, like the whole heist thing. Like, unfortunately, I don't have that set up yet, Barry, so I'm sorry about that. I don't even know what they grabbed. Mystery Shell Dragon? Alright. Just show me what you got. Just show me what you got. I mean... they're in their battle phase right now, so they can't do anything else, so... I mean, we could Karma Cut it and get rid of that. We'll have a tuner accessible. Yeah, why not? I mean, because unless they're playing hand traps, this is kind of it. Which, I don't think Blue Eyes typically plays hand traps because they want to focus on doing the same thing over and over again. Yeah, we're going to do that. Because, again, decking is just pretty cool. I'm going to go to bed with Steve, so I'm not too late until 5 a.m. Alright, hopes you sound good. Have a great rest of your night. Sleep well. And I appreciate you for dropping die. Ooh! God, boy. Melody of Awakening a Dragon. Let's get it. Like, this was such a grind to get. But I'm so happy that we did. And I only grabbed 1 card when I could have grabbed 2. I am not an optimal player here at all. But, like, the fact you can discard a White Stone of the Ancients and then search out Blue Eyes alternative and a Blue Eyes, it's just dumb. Like, it's really dumb. I will do this just in case they actually do have something. But I'm going to keep alternative for the utility. And we can also use Dragon Spirit of Light to tag out to a 0 Eyes and just add more protection, so it's all good. See, I can pretend like I know what I'm doing. Yeah, they don't have anything. We got it. Let's go. I really like that Switch Heart emote. That is super cool. Like, I think it turned out really, really nice. But yeah, it is Sunday actually. After all, did anybody do anything fun over the weekend? How dare you use Blue Eyes? Yo, welcome, Primo. The reason why we're playing Blue Eyes because I have the deck built. I might as well play it. And honestly, I haven't done any tweaking to Noble Knights, the deck I use the most. But again, it's a deck, so I'm gonna try running it. How are you doing, Primo? It's great to see you, by the way. Today is my 1 day off, and I enjoyed it. Yo, that is. Do you only get 1 day off a week, or is it just like a weird like a schedule or something you have going on? Because like that overtime must be pretty good though, dude. Shift change, yeah, that's the roughest thing about it, dude. Like whenever I had to do like shift change for my work too, there would be some times where I would only get like 1 day off, and I would just like have to like power through for like 6 or 7 days. We're gonna do the same thing that we did before. We're gonna go with this. But the next one I get like 3 days off. 3 days off is pretty cool, dude. That is actually really, really good. What is our set card again? Fiendish Chain? Alright, it's fair. I mean, you get kind of a good payoff though, to some extent, you know, just the fact that you're having access to a little bit more time off. But yeah, like again, working like, you know, so many days with a little break is still pretty rough. But I know you can do it, Casey. You're a strong individual. You got this, my friend. I'm watching TLP on YouTube. I don't even know who that really is, actually. I'm not too familiar with that person. I misclicked. My bad. In his stream for a bit. Oh, are they streaming on... Oh, yeah, because I realize a lot of people are streaming on YouTube these days lately. Though, unfortunately, as a Twitch affiliate, I think you have to exclusively stream Twitch. Strong. Strong, you mean? They're setting for days. Oof, with this going on, too, that actually kind of makes me feel pretty bad. Rush Rhino's fine. Especially if that's their normal summon. Isn't that only when you're partnered? I'm not too sure, because I remember when I was reading the Twitch affiliates, when I first signed up for it, I believe it said you have to exclusively stream your stuff on Twitch. And within, like, all your content on Twitch is exclusive to Twitch until the end of the exclusivity period, which was, I believe, like, 24 hours after the stream event, like, ends or something like that. 2000's fine, I guess. I can use, I could use alternative to be able to go into some like Exceed plays if I really wanted to. But I'll probably have to look into the Twitch's TOS because it's been quite some time, actually. It's only been a year. It's been like a year since I've looked up Twitch's like TOS right now. That full back row does not make me feel comfortable at all, but we're going to go with it anyway. We'll go with alternative, see if we can bait anything out. Why only Twitch? I mean, honestly, for the most part, I spend more time on Twitch watching content than I would on YouTube. Like, YouTube is still great and all for, like, music and stuff like that, but I just prefer the interactions and stuff like that that Twitch has. I know, like, some people do streaming on YouTube and stuff like that, too, but I don't know. It's just not the same. So I'm going to try to get rid of this before they try to do anything during the battle phase. Alright, that's good. Because I highly doubt this is actually going to go through. Can use turn 3 on by revealing 2 in your hand. Add a polymerization from outside of your deck. We're going to go with that. So I'm going to show you 2 blue eyes, because why not? Card advantage is always nice to be able to know what your opponent has running. Blue eyes Twin Burst can't be destroyed by battle, which is always pretty nice. But do I actually want to dedicate my resources to like stuff like that? Could I actually make a Blue Eyes like a Blue Eyes Ultimate? No, I can't. That'd still be kind of funny, actually, to me. Let's just see what happens when I try to go for the 25. Because there's no way this will actually go through. Yeah, counter. I kind of expected as much. That might seem more professional. Yeah, no forcing anybody to like do stuff like that. No, for real. I'll have to look into Twitch's TOS because, like, I know there's like platforms like Restream where you can stream at multiple places at once, which is interesting. Like, it's kind of cool seeing like, you know, people having like different like icons and stuff like that for like if they're on Twitch or YouTube. I appreciate you, Sue. I appreciate you. In fact, with that being said, what happened to my emote wall? Why is the emote wall down? Let's throw that back up because that's always pretty fun. I forgot we actually had that. So alternative is when on the field or hit. Yeah, you're right. Blue Eyes by Dragon on the field. That is true. This card's normal special so we can target. Alright, that's fine. Because we are probably going to want to use it on wherever they summon up anything. You control a TG monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon once per turn. During the end phase, this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard there this turn. So it has to be destroyed to be able to get the Surge. That's good to know. That is really good to know. Yeah, was that noodle music? Yeah, it is. That is awesome. That's why I go with Neoth all the time. I mean, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon just seems like such like a flex play for sure. Once per chain, during your opponent's main phase, you can activate the effect immediately resolve synchro summoning. It's a card special summon you can target a TCG or a TG added to your hand. During your main phase, you can special summon one TG monster from your hand. They've already done their normal summon, so I'm not too sure what else they have going on. So let's try Phoenix Chain again. I've never really played against TG too much lately, so I have very little experience with this deck. Everyone misses. Wait, what is that? The Death Stare. That is awesome, though. Yeah, I forgot that I actually had the emote thing, but I kind of disabled it because I think I was using it for Super Mario Maker 2, and it just got too obnoxious and in the way, so I had to disable it for a while. And now they're stumped. They're about to end this turn. Let's go. All right, so draw. Ooh, there we go. TG if I had the character. Oh yeah, that's right, because Antonomy, or whatever his name is, it was only an event thing, right? Like, it was a limited time event sort of thing, but I'm pretty sure they'll redo the event. Because, Duel Links typically does have stuff where they'll redo the event. I'm going to get rid of some of that. Yeah, I misplayed there. I could have used Alternative's effect to destroy this, and then did the Synchro Summoning and still having a free attack, so we are terrible at this game. We are so bad at this game. And we also only have so much time we can actually work with now, too. So they used... I'm trying to remember, what card they used last time. So let's go with this one. We're not going to use the cards of constant right now because we don't really need to. I don't want to time out. No, no. No timing out, please. Please, no timeout. Losing to timeout's, super bad. 1 second, let's go. Oh, that was pretty rough. I love the Synchro Summoning the TG ability has to do. No, it's super good. Having the ability to just be able to, spam Synchro Summoning is really nice. They can Synchro climb really fast and really effectively, too. So, no, the deck is really, it seems, very climby, which is pretty cool. Where they just, keep on, toppling up and stuff like that. Super cool. We'll get rid of this one, because that's the one they start off with their backboard at the beginning of the duel. The next... Why Shadow Spell? Why Shadow Spell? It's going to be destroyed, but that's fine. The next deck I do want to build, though, is Harpies, but I'm still trying to, work up and getting the deck ready for it. So we just have to take some time to do that. But we're almost done with it, which is nice. I just need a few more card supports, and the KC Cup has just been really phenomenal for grinding for gems. Because I don't want to put any money into Duel Links right now. Karma Cut! Oof. Feels sad, man, but that's fine. I mean, they're top decking now. They have no cards. Well, they're also going to search out a card. Okay, so they'll probably search out something like Striker. Oh, Screw Servant. That's fine. Metallica has difficulty playing my cup. Yo, for real. First it was the KC Castle that just destroyed us. And now it's the KC Cup. Casey, what did I do to you to deserve this? What did I do? So they have Serpent, which can be able to special summon something. Interesting. Welcome back, Deli. I see you spamming those hearts. I just low-key rule Metallic streams. I mean, I gotta say, dude, you're probably correct. We have 3 seconds left. Jeez. That is so dumb. The timeout thing needs to be extended a little bit. And we're only on turn 8. I mean, that's during his opponent's, their turn, right? Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. Spectral Jupiter, you seem like a wholesome streamer. I appreciate that. And welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Metal Brigade. Glad to have you here. I do try to be wholesome. I do try to create a fun, positive environment. Thank you so much for the follow. How's it going, Spectre? Juniper, not Jupiter. It's great to see you. I enjoy 5Ds of Blackwings, Stardust, and TCG. But I don't think there's enough support for that. I mean, Stardust got a ton, same with Blackwings, but not necessarily in Duel Links. A lot of the support is in the TCG. I don't want to time out. I don't want to time out. Follow hype. Seriously, follow hype indeed. Like every new viewer we get is just a new addition to our community, which is always amazing. I didn't even get response. I didn't even get reaction to that. Oh, that feels bad, man. It's all good. We had fun. That's all that matters. I'm bad at lurking. Yo, Blue Gator, it's all good. That's like sometimes I will literally say semi-lurk. Like, just because of that, I'll probably do something like semi-lurk, where it's like they're lurking, but they're not. Because sometimes I like to chime in, you know? Shredded my feet in the Discord, though. I thought it was pretty funny, but I mean, again, I remember when I used to do my deck profiles and stuff like that on YouTube back in the early day, I would do the same thing. Like, I would put like a tripod on the table or on the chair itself and then just whatever, and it's great. Can I steal it? Yo, absolutely. You don't even need to ask. You could totally take that. Like, one of the cool things about Twitch, the Maymew, is like just the ability and the idea of actually grabbing things from other people. Like, one of the streamers I watch, and actually mod for, Juicy Absolute, has like this thing where you redeem and throw him to jail. So I, like, yo, can I borrow this? He's like, dude, you can borrow anything from my channel, and it's gonna be fantastic. Have at it, Metallic. So, again, like, the ability where you can kind of, like, you know, grow with the help of others, it's really cool. So please take it. Because, again, the semi-lurk is real. It's a real thing. Oof. We got Karma Cut, and we got Cards of Continent with the White Stone of the Ancients. Yeah, but I don't want to go stick stuff without Premier's permission. No, I totally get that. I totally get that, but I'm totally cool with it. I am totally cool with it. I wish this was actually in my deck so I can banish and get rid of that. Yo, Casey coming in with the cat. Let's go. Do you want the new picture of Riku or the younger picture of Riku? Dealer's choice, as always. Is it a question? I think you want this one, but I could be wrong. I mean, they activate their field spell and they just drop, so that's all good. That is all good. But thank you so much for the redemption of the cat. I appreciate you, Casey. If when Riku's awake, I'll try to get them on stream or something like that at that point. Or I might just make it like a bigger channel redeem item where I just have them like jump on stream or something like that. Because, like, again, he's still a grown kitten. He's such a good kitten. It's supposed to be Riku Stick. Riku Siku. My low-key universe to Metallic's dealer's choice. I mean, I'll probably like, change it so like we can redeem it. You just like put in the text. Or I might just like make it Riku Young, Riku Current. Or like time skip Riku. But he is a pretty good kitten. He's a pretty nice kitten. He's also just chilling and sitting on top of chat because that's how Riku rolls. Alright, Heart of the Cards. Give me the White Stone of the Ancients or the Sage with the Eyes of Blue. I asked for a stone, I got a chain. How's that for irony? Cats are great. Cats could be pretty good. Cats could be pretty cool. We actually just got Riku back in December, Spectre. He's a really good cat. He's really affectionate, really cool, really playful. But at night, he like runs 100 miles per hour. Like he literally almost took out a laptop with him and my PS4. But thankfully, they both survived intact. We all get hyped that Stu is next level, right? Oh, they're playing Mermails. I haven't seen Mermails since they were relevant in the TCG. And I think that was like, I think the most recent time Mermails were kind of relevant was when Breakers of Shadow happened. Abysslin. Are they going to go with Megalo? Oh, Abyss Pike. When this card's normal special, you can discard one monster, add one level. Okay, so it's a Searcher. Gotcha. Gotcha. But no, like, honestly, between cats and dogs lately, I'm probably more of a cat person. Oh, not the Karma Cut. Why? When this card is sent to the graveyard to activate a water monster. Okay, so it was off of the Abyss Spike. Yikes. Yikes. That's fine. Cats get a nice change of pace after the dogs in Undertale. For real, for real. But again, you gotta like sometimes like the dogs in Undertale because they're actually pretty funny. So there's Summoning Fishborg Archer. This card's in your... Okay. This card's in your rating control monsters. You can discard one card, special summon card from your grid, but destroy all monsters you control at the beginning of the turn's battle phase. Except for water monsters. Yeah, that's not going to do much. Gunganeer. I mean, we have Book of Moon. They have to... And they have to pay the effect to do it. So... They can still discard for cost, though. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. Riku, it's time to go to bed. Good night, Riku. We appreciate you. So they're discarding Mark's Merman. Okay, so they've already activated the effect, but we can still negate it. And Fiendish Chain is going to happen, or is going to negate this. And Mermail, Marksman's going to activate in a different chain. So that's going to be pretty good. So it'll still negate the effect, but then this will destroy it after it negated the effect. So we're pretty good. We're actually popping off here. And it has to destroy a set card, so it doesn't even do anything. So we're actually pretty good. I have a clip that is the perfect one I'm talking about the dogs of Undertale. How long Metallic usually stream? Usually it's about 2-hour increments. Sometimes on Thursdays and Fridays. It might be about 2.5 hours sometimes. It just really depends. But lately, that's kind of like how it's been going. Casey coming with that hydrate at the hour mark. I appreciate you, dude. We have Diet Dr. Pepper, so we're going to hydrate with that. I mean, we have still the effect negated, which is nice. And they have no cards in their hand, so I'm also feeling pretty good about that, too. They have another Abyss Sphere. I'm not happy with that, but that's okay. That's not hydration metal. I mean, it's still liquid. It's still liquid. I don't have my gallon of water with me anymore right now. We actually finished our gallon of water, so I don't know what you want from me, Dilly. I mean, ooh. I mean, we can summon this and then banish, I guess, Yumi. I guess, because this is going to destroy itself anyway. And then destroy Enlin. So it's fine. We also have Karma Cut too. Though I don't think I'd actually want to discard Alternative, but it is an option. Cat Redemption says 60-second Metallic does it for tends to do it for 5 minutes. Is there actually a timeout for that? I didn't think there was actually a timeout for that. Trying to get info on how many points for Riku in an entire stream. Honestly, I might lower the price for Riku. Or I might just, like, make Riku permanently on the chat, or, like, the screen at all times, and just, like, put in a different location. I don't know, like, I've seen some people do cat cam or kitten cam and stuff like that, but I don't know. I feel like sometimes, like, stuff like that takes away the attention, but if it's, like, you know, only on for so long, it's a little bit better. They're going with Dracosack! No, they're not. Because Dracosack can just make tokens, protect itself, and then just start popping stuff. So we're gonna Karma Cut that boy. 37.8 here, but I'm cheap. I don't think you're cheap, man. I don't think you're cheap. Did you had enough and decide to spend money? H-Mall, welcome to the stream. No, dude, I've actually had this deck for quite some time, actually, believe it or not. I think I bought like one copy of the deck or something like that, and then just bought the other one with gems. But no, dude. I've just never used this deck because I didn't really have much of a reason to, but welcome to the stream, Agemal. Hope you're doing great, my dude. Yeah, sure, but you never told us. Because, yo, as soon as Shrek dropped in, he's like, yo, Helmet Eyes, White Dragon. I'm like, yeah. Because, again, I know Blue Eyes kind of gets, like, that tone, so I didn't want to, like, really play it. Hashtag lower the price. I'll look into it, Stu. I'll look into it. Stu. But you see, the law of like supply and demand dictates that the more you want it, the more it's got to cost. If there's a limited supply. I legit just woke up. Good morning, dude. By the way, Agemal, have you downloaded Hearthstone yet? Stale, welcome, dude. Great to see you. Hope you are doing well. Put Cat on for 1K, 100. Let's do 50. We can do better. we can look into it. How do I want to do this? So So we're going to do this first. Statistically, I should have summoned this first to increase my chances of likely of drawing alternate, but that's okay. So we're going to set these two. Going to search up this one. Negative 100. I pay you channel points to see my kitten. I like the idea of that. How are you doing, Stale? What's going on? It's always good to see you, my dude. Not much else I can really do. Ben here, just lurking, want to say hi, everyone. Yo, Noodle Music, welcome to the stream. Great to see you. Hope you are doing well. How goes it? Shout out to Noodle Music. They're also a variety streamer as well, and really cool content. Definitely go check them out. Not bad. We'll mostly be lurking. Dude, it's all good. I understand that not everybody is a Duel Links fan, so I totally appreciate you all just being here. Downloaded Hearthstone. I don't get it. What don't you get, dude? Deli is a phenomenal Hearthstone player. He can definitely help answer any questions at all. Even I could probably help you with some questions because the game is very similar to Hearthstone, and I kind of already know how to play that game pretty well. Now is the time. When your opponent's life points are higher than yours, face a monster your opponent can choose, lose 500 attack. Once per turn, if you gain life points, return it to the hand. That's fine. I'm not a fan of Aroma Mages, honestly, at all. Like, the deck just takes way too long to get stuff done. Once per turn, you can gain 500 life points. They're going to lower the attack by 500. Interesting. What's my attack and defense? So your attack is the number with the sword icon. And then your defense, which is basically your health, is the shield one, I believe. So they have a set card. Okay, yeah, I'd rather just get this to go off, because then I can pop their back row. Yeah, I'll just do that. But if my but I still die if my attack. Yes, because it's not really defense, Agemal. It's more like health. It's more like your creatures have health, dude. So that's kind of like where it's at instead. They're like, there's no defense. It's more like health. The Dragon Spirit of Light, we're going to banish that. Because they just set that, so they can't even use it in response to anything. Good call, good call. And then we can go, let's see, so once per turn. A face-up is destroyed by battle, gain 1,000 life points. Alright, so we're going to start doing some fun stuff here. Let's go with Vermilion. Get rid of this. But did you play the tutorial, Agemal? Because that'll definitely be able to help fill in any questions or concerns you have with Hearthstone. Gonna get rid of. We have all three. Oh wait, we have two in the grave. Okay, we only have two. Get rid of this. Yes. We have book. Yeah, we have book, so we don't have to like any discard outlets. So we'll just do this. All right, so let's go to combat and just swing. For game? Yes, let's go. Yeah, I played and kick and did nothing. Yeah, we are playing Ultimate Dragons just because, again, having access to the extra deck expansion and also the polymerization is actually pretty nice. But yeah, Agemal, you don't really have defense points. It's more like life. Like your creatures actually do have life, so, and it doesn't recover. Like in games like Magic the Gathering, your monster's HP recovers, but not in Hearthstone. By the way, Agemal, if you want, you can also try playing Card Fight Vanguard. It's another card game. I've actually just recently downloaded it on my phone, but I haven't gotten to it just yet. So it's going to be next to my radar as well to try it out as well. I've never played Magic the Gathering. If anything, dude, Magic the Gathering is way more complex than Hearthstone, in my personal opinion. I'll leave it up to you, I'm indecisive. Like, aren't we all sometimes? Send happy streams. Welcome to the Metal Brigade. Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you are having a great night, afternoon, evening, and weekend wherever you are. Hope you're doing well. Sir, I'm a mobile. Magic the Gathering is awesome. And yes, way more constantly than the Hearthstone. Exactly. And that's awesome. The May Mew. Do you, what Magic format do you typically play? Like, do you have a favorite one? I'm a huge fan of the Commander format. That's like the pretty much the only one I play. Like, I have Arena installed. I'm just not a fan of, like, the formats that it has listed. Though we do have Brawl. Brawl, I may have to look into it. But, like, Commander and IRL, I have, like, probably, like, 10 decks built. We haven't played Ancient, but Commander is definitely up there. Commander is so much fun. Like, the fact that it has, like, almost the entire the entire 20, 30-ish years of Magic's, like, history is awesome. Bidding whether to pose to or whether to expose. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Let's play a standard IRL while still in London. Ooh, London. That is actually really cool. I didn't know you were in London. Were you just living there, or just like kind of being there for like school or work or something like that? So Sparkman's coming through. So Sparkman can attack. That's fine. It's only 16. Neos, we're gonna use. We'll use Karma Cut. We'll banish Neos and discarding Wipes of the Ancients, and then we'll banish. Oh, they're playing Dark Bribe? What? What? At least I still have Battle Step to use Book of... Fuck. Whoa. Oh, man. That's wild. I've never seen people actually use Dark Bribe. Not a bad idea, though. It's a 1-for-1, I guess. Draft is fun. Draft is super fun. Like, especially if you like do like Commander Legends or like a draft set specialty. It is super fun. Like I like draft sets for sure. Get rid of Neospace. We gotta get rid of that. Jeez, I did not expect to see that. It is awful, but oh, we have Ancient Rules. We're gonna activate the skill. I'm gonna show you 2 blue eyes, my dude. Check it out. Give me that polymerization, buddy. We're gonna use polymerization. -1 because you draw a card. I mean, true, but like the way that I see it, when you're using Dark Bribe, for sure though, just the inherent value of negating a huge power play could be huge. This card's fusion summon. This at the end of the damage step of this is you can send 1 blue-eyes fusion monster from your extra deck. This card can attack again in a row. You can use this effect once per turn. I don't think I actually want to go with this one because it's not going to go for game. I'll be able to do 20. Oh, I'm sorry, like 30. So 29. We'll just go with Blue Eyes Burst. Why not? And I could still like have access to some other stuff too, like Ancient Rules and whatnot. So we'll go with this. They don't have any Neos Fusions in their grave, so they don't have any graveyard protection, which is nice. Yeah, that's good. Let's see, what else do we got in the grave? Could banish that to add something back, but what do we have? Not really much. So we're gonna hold on to that. So I can... Yeah, we'll just... Okay. I think we got it. I think we got it, actually. No! No! Why? Why? Why did I click that? God, alright, I'm done with this game. We're done with this game after this. Not really. There's no point for me to do that. Don't play Duel Links, people. Just don't play this game. Because if I just had Ancient Rules resolved, it would have been lethal. Oh, whatever. It's all good. We had lethal, but I think we're good enough anyway. We still won. But the fact is that I did that is just so dumb. Alright. Whatever, that's fine. We're having fun, right? We're having fun? You guys are enjoying this? I hope you guys are enjoying this. Sure, let's get this just in case something happens. You can just summon an Anki into that. I mean, I don't think it's actually going to happen. And the cool thing is, Agemal, we still have enough light point lead. Even if he does have an Anki, it's not lethal. Yo, Bacon Saver! I love it. This dude's playing Dark Bribe and Bacon Saver. What more could you want? Like, I love this. Like, what more could you possibly want? Oh, an Anki into an Anki. I gotcha. But they don't have enough cards for it, dude. They would need to have at least 2 copies of Mass Change, which they don't. They have Nex instead. All right, so they're bringing out Neos and what else? No, that's about it. But Ananke has to destroy a monster to search, though, dude. And he can't destroy them at 3,000 attack. So Space Connector's coming out. Oh, he's bringing out another Neos? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The mass here that can search. So bam, bam. I mean, I could go with the Awakening of the Melody of the Dragons and just go for alternative, but it doesn't matter because we have enough for. We already have enough for lethal. And thankfully, I don't have another Blue Eyes in hand, so I can't cause him to attack again. So we're good. We're good. All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. It's a ball to miss. All right. 14. We have to get to 20, right? We have some time. We have some time. If anything, I'll probably just play some off stream too. Like if we can get to 15, that'd be pretty dope. Like that'll be pretty dope. Yo, like instead of doing cat jam, I think there's also this command too. Like if you just want to like flood with cat jams, just go with Riku jam. Save you some time. I would love to like if somebody could like make me a movable emote with Riku, that'd be amazing. Mr. Senpapi is a streamer. Oh, really? Senpapi streams as a streamer? Oh, I mean, they have streams in their name. I didn't actually know that. That is really cool, actually. Ooh. Sonic R is a grading racing game of all time. Yo, we got to give this man a follow. We got to give him a follow. Also, that Scott Pilgrim? That is amazing. Got to give him a follow now. They're also... they have a playmat of Drowning Mirror Force. I love this playmat. So good. So good. So, I want to... I'll do this. So we're going to use Sage. I'm going to do this. Do they also... do you also stream Duel Links? Senpapi, if you're still in the stream? Alright, so we did that. We got the search. I lost 100 gems not grinding... You lost gems, like, doing the KC grind? Or... What do you mean by that, dude? Because I actually was able to amount to a decent amount of gems so far, which is really nice. So for now, I'm just going to make this, put it in defense mode. I don't do my daily duels. Interesting. I mean, I wouldn't say I do my daily duels either because I don't get to play Duel Links every day. But I have been trying to play a little bit more to keep up just so I can be able to grind for gems. Because again, I really want to build Harpies. They're playing Nordics. I love it. Oh, I see. So, like, you didn't do something to, like, get reward for the 100. Gotcha, okay. That makes more sense. But I wanted to see the deck in action. I'm still going to check out the deck. I'm still checking out the deck. Because, like, in the KC Cup, you should be able to check out the deck too, right? Oh, you can't. That really sucks. I actually did want to see the Nordic deck. You get 50 gems for each 3 duels played. That's actually not a bad deal. Honestly, it's not. Because, like, look. Gems for days. So we have 715 now. Ooh. 855. And then 1,060. We're actually getting there. That's actually pretty dope. There's the ones that Ajamal are talking about. Let's go. Yeah, so far we got like 500 gems. That's actually pretty nice. All right, back to the KC Cup. Again, I just like the KC Cup because it's actually pretty good for gem grinding. Sometimes Duel Quest can be pretty good too, but they usually don't have them both going on at the same time. Oh. He streams Duel Links? I mean, it looks like it. I mean, just what I've seen, there's actually quite a bit of... Oh yeah, they do stream Duel Links. That actually seems pretty cool. But again, the fact that they're also... Like, just looking at their opening thing is also very, very awesome, too. So we'll definitely have to check them out and show them some love, too. Did you already win? We're not even playing heroes. How does that make a difference? They're playing Blue Eyes. So what are you talking about, dude? All right, so they're going to start off with 2 Blue Eyes is on the field, which is pretty dope. Kind of sucks for me right now because I don't have a lot of things going on right now. It's like, again, 2 Blue Eyes is cool, I guess, but we don't have anything to do with them. And Blue Eyes doesn't care about Fiendish Chain. Ooh. That's actually pretty nice. If I can get lucky and like rip into like the Melody of Awakening Dragons, that'd be really good. And do some Score Canal. Sounds good, Stu. Thank you so much for dropping in. I appreciate you, Stu. This is good as well. Stu, have a great rest of your morning. I appreciate you. Hope the school stuff goes well. Always good to see you, Stu. Thank you so much for being a part of the community. What's up, A. Jamal? What's your question, my dude? So we're going to use Alternative to destroy Blue Eyes number 1. We are then going to go into Vermilion Dragon Mech. The metal answers. The metal tries to answer to the best visibility. Vermilion Dragon Mech, let's go. I mean, I could always use... No, we can't do that right now. Sage Melody, do you... Sage and Melody to 2, do you think that's a huge hit? Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a hit for consistency's sake, but I still feel like the deck would still be able to function just fine. If anything, that'd be probably more balanced, you know? But I think the deck will still be pretty fine. Because, I mean, with Sage, you pretty much only have 1 copy regardless. But again, if you only have access to 1 and 1, people might opt to run 2 Sages, because I feel like not everybody plays Melody because they don't have access to it. Because again, you have to get to Kaiba DM to level 45 to get Melody, which takes a long time. It took me a long time of just idling auto duels. So it would be a pretty big hit, but it would still, I think that could still function fine. Oh, dude, I'm about to wreck your entire day. I would still have a deck built for it though. So I mean, honestly, again, the deck still would still function pretty well with it. Oh, you had another one in hand. That's pretty cool. Put Blue Eyes to 1, Sage 3, Cards of Constance. Yeah, dude, if you like, yeah, you'd still be fine. You could still run the deck just fine. Because again, there's just so much consistency already built in with the deck. And there's a lot of variants too. You can also split with it as well and just be totally fine. So do they have an alternative in their hand, or are they just trying to prepare for next turn? What are they planning? Because I feel like you probably only want to do that. Yo, Anonymous Gifter gifted a tier 1 sub to Noodle Music. Thank you so much. Anonymous Gifter, you're way too kind. I appreciate you. I wish I know who did it so I can give them a proper thanks. Who did that, Huggleberry? I have no idea. But speaking of Huggleberry, I appreciate you. You've just been such a tremendous, positive person in not only this community, but everywhere. Thank you so much, Huggleberry, for being you. You as well, Agemal. Everybody, thank you so much for being yourselves and being here. Okay, so they did have alternative in their hand. Interesting. So they're going to destroy that. Are they going to go into Sun Dragon Lord Heliopolis, or what is their follow-up? What is their follow-up? What is your follow-up? Because they could go into an Exceed play. Okay, that's fine. What do we have next? Alright, so Heart of the Cards. That's actually pretty dope. That's actually fantastic. So, Ultimate Dragons, we're going to reveal these 2 dudes, which is going to give me a Polymerization. We'll make Twin Burst. We'll have that set face down. We'll use that for something different, so set that. Polymerization, baby. Because again, like, this ability is just stupid. It really is. Make Blue Eyes Twin Burst. They're going to set them up with only 2 cards per turn. We already have a pretty good counter with stuff, too. I could also activate this effect to get a Blue Eyes back in case we do draw into... Actually, they're both... Okay, so we'll set up for next turn. We'll grab Alternative now, and then we're going to grab something else later. Alright, so go to combat. We're going to swing. And then, yeah, that sets it up pretty good. Because now, next turn, I can discard Summon Dragon Spirit of White if need to, and then next turn, on my turn, I can banish it from the grave, grab Blue Eyes, and special summon Alternative. So we're doing some pretty good stuff here. There we go. Ooh, Cards of Continents. It's not really ideal, but I mean, I guess we can still do this. Ooh. Is this it? Oh, they played through. GG. GG. Gotta give them the nice. So I guess when it has like that different background, is that like when you proceed to a different level up or something, or? Alright, we'll do a few more games. We'll do a few more games. Yeah, because we only have about 15-ish minutes left. And then what we'll probably do is if we don't have like a guide the raid like by the end of the night or something, we'll probably drop like a raid to either Moo Trap or Axe Mango, because they're, you know, again, both top tier Duel Links community people. And they're just super kind too. Really love those guys. Ooh, Galaxy Eyes versus Blue Eyes. We only drew 2 cards technically. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Alright, alright. We can do this, right? We can do this. We can do this. So much back row. Oh, Ancient Rules ain't bad. Kind of gives me something to do with all those Blue Eyes in my hand. But HML, if you do want to continue playing Hearthstone, kind of like going back to that, again, ATM and Deli are such huge fans of the game, and so is Dustin. So they can definitely give you some tips on how to, you know, play it. Even I can help to some extent. So let's see what the response is to Floodgate. Honestly, that's not even the worst thing that could possibly happen. Because we can still use stuff like Polymerization and stuff like that too. What? I guess they wanted to save that much life. I mean, they got rid of a Karma Cut too, so that's actually pretty good. Murloc's all I need to know right there. I mean, not like, honestly, sounds about right. I've actually been playing Shaman lately because, again, I was told that based on my playstyle in Magic the Gathering, like a lot of like token based and like combat like heavy oriented decks, I was told Shaman would be the way to go for that one. Contribute this card, add a level 4 lower photon from your deck to your hand. What'd you say about Hearthstone? If you ever need help learning to play the game, Stale, Deli, ATM, and Dustin, and a little bit myself are going to be the way to go to help you get more familiar with it, dude. So they have Photon Advancer to their hand. Are Photons even good? I've always liked the deck, actually. Someone stole the only working washing machine? What? The blasphemy! Jester George! Metal me boy! Welcome to the stream, dude. It's great to see you, Jester. Hope your morning is going well. How are you, Jester? I can't really do much else, so we're just gonna pass our turn. Haven't played in a long while. I mean, fair. Like, the game itself is pretty good, but I've heard, like, if you get, like, pretty heavy into it, it becomes very pay to win. I have to wait my turn now. I mean, tomorrow's your day off, right? Could you do it tomorrow or nah? I mean, he's just going in for the life point damage at this point. No, we're gonna Karma Cut it. Today? Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I thought it was tomorrow. I'm sorry. Hopefully... Do you think you're gonna have enough time to be able to get the washer and like all of the stuff you need to do done? Do you think you're gonna have enough time for that? Because I mean, I don't know about you, but to me, it's almost at 11. Just boy, someone who bricked. Oh, Ballista Squad. I mean, sure, you can get rid of that. That's fine. I just didn't want to leave too long. No, I totally get that, dude. Like, that's kind of a... Like, that's just kind of like one of the downsides. Like, if you have, like, a shared washing and dryer set. Because at that point, like, you have to kind of, like, abide by other people's stuff, too. Why does time zone exist before 7-Up? That's a great question, dude. I'm still looking for an answer. I don't have one, unfortunately. But when I find one, I'll let you know. This dude seriously bricked. I kind of feel bad of doing this, but I kind of don't at the same time. I kind of do and I kind of don't, but I kind of really don't. So I'll getting the move to swing, so it'll be fine. Awesome. Glad to hear that we're still going to be okay, my dude. Still glad to hear that, my dude. Alright, that's fine. Can I draw into a monster? Yeah, actually we can. Yeah, we're gonna go with the normal summon, because then I can go into a synchro for a Vermilion and then just pop and then attack directly. Because again, we're just that savage. Did you have to wake up early or something, Jester, or are you not used to waking up this early? In case somehow this doesn't go through, let's just set up for cards of consonants now and draw the two. Ooh, God boy. So go with Vermilion Dragon Mech because that's how we do. I think one of the other reasons why I like playing Blue Eyes is I just like having a 10 card extra deck. I don't know, that might be the reason. Too much pain. Oh, let's get that. There is a lot. There is a lot at these days. Let's go for combat because there's nothing that's going to stop them from us stopping them. I'm playing a new deck that is not Frog. What is the new deck, dude? Because, I mean, isn't Frogs and Ojamas like your main go-to? But, yo, what is the deck? I'm kind of curious to hear this. Yeah, so if we get, like, the Shining Prismatic ending, I guess that's, like, when we get the level up, which is pretty nice. Which is pretty nice. So many gems, I love it. Summon Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon 100 times. Let's go. Let's go. You gotta love the auto duels, just like putting in so much work. We'll do a few. We'll like probably do like maybe a duel or two more. Because unfortunately, I have to work tomorrow as well, which I really don't. Like I'm like really tempted just to take a vacation for a little bit, which would be pretty cool because I might be able to get some more streams in, which would be really nice. Taya Gardner versus Seto Kyber. Right? I mean, with work, it's super nice having something to consistently do day in and day out on the consistent income. But sometimes it's just a lot.
I won't back down from a challenge.
What are they playing? What do they got?
I wanted a challenge. All I got was disappointment.
Kyber, you sound like my parents. GG. Maybe they just didn't want to play against Blue Eyes. Raptor, 24-hour stream incoming. Also, hello. Great to see you, Raptor. Hope you're doing well. 24-hour, like, again, the conditions for the 24-hour streams to happen is have my own little location, so I'm not delegated to a laundry room for 24 hours. Valkyrie, still in first draft, but had a decent bit of success with it. Yo, Valkyrie seems pretty interesting. I wouldn't have actually pegged you for that kind of player with that. Like, I don't really, like, I don't, like, really know, like, how they function and stuff like that, but I've once thought about building them, because I remember looking through some of the boss monsters, I'm like, oh, this looks pretty cool, actually. How do you like the deck so far, dude? So we're gonna go with this into this. Because right now, for me, Jester, I'm trying to get enough gems to be able to afford for Harpies. Because Harpies is a deck I loved to play back in, like, 2014 and 15 when they just got, like, you know, the stuff from Lord of the Technion Galaxy. Because, again, Harpies Channeler and Lightning Chidori and all that stuff just gave it so much life. So we'll go with Spirit Dragon, so we can be able to tag out if we need to, and we're good. Yo, Skull Servants is so much fun. Yo, Stale, did you see that Skull Servants got some new support not too long ago? It's actually pretty cool. My 3 hours of lost sleep is finally hitting. Yo, Casey, if you got to tag out and go to sleep, dude, do it. You need... Sleep is super crucial. Do not skimp out of sleep. But Casey, if you do go to sleep, dude, have a great night. I appreciate you dropping in. And again, dude, thank you also again for the 4-month tier 1 sub. Dude, you're super kind. I appreciate you, man. We're also waiting for them during their draw phase. I don't know what's going on. Valkyrie seem pretty fun. They're now just drawing. Oddly, yes, I normally don't keep up with you, but a friend let me know. Right? No, like, I'm just happy that we're still getting legacy support in that regard, too. It's fine, I can just sleep this all in the morning at all. Whatever works for you, man. Just if it ever gets to the point, you know, you gotta, like, tag out. Sleep is always good, man. Like, especially when it's, like, super rested sleep, like, that's the best. Oh, you couldn't sleep this morning at all. Sometimes it happens. Valkyries are really fun. There's more than one tactic royal, which is nice. Oh, dude, for real. Like, again, just having multiple ways to win and play your deck is really cool. But, like, for me, I kind of like when my decks are geared towards, like, doing one thing. It's a blessing and a curse, I guess. Power the Guardian, that's fine. Are they gonna play like a second one or something, or you can't type? Oh no, we never want to get to that level. Galaxy Photon. Turn. Oh, I didn't get to read that. Turn one Galaxy Photon to your hand, and then add one. Oh, interesting. Wow, that's insane. Because they can actually get over it now. They can actually get it over now. That's kind of dumb. Wow, that's insane. Because again, sometimes with Yu-Gi-Oh, just having a huge monster is still pretty impressive. I don't think this has protection from destruction. From like battle, I should say. Dragon type, you cannot be targeted destroyed by card effects. Yeah. That sucks. Yeah, there's no point. There's no point. Dude, seriously, Casey, the crash can sometimes just hit like a ton of bricks, my dude. Oh, that's so dumb. Oh, Cards of Constance. That could actually turn this thing around. Unfortunately, the Dragon Spirit of White is in our hand. Otherwise, we could have just destroyed that off of Spirit of White's effect. Yo, Book of Moon. Not bad, actually. Let's just set that. We can use... We have a Blue Eyes in the grave, right? We do. Actually, that was a terrible idea. What I could have done is just use Book of Moon first and then destroyed it, but it is what it is. We're going to bring this back to our hand so we can summon Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon. Yeah, that's good. Managed to catch a couple of Blue Eyes decks off guard with it was a big plus. Dude, for real, right? Like, again, especially like when you're like always facing off against Blue Eyes decks because it's super popular, super easy to get, generally. It's pretty nice when you can do stuff like that. Do they have like a Floodgate or something? Because, I mean, they could have like a Floodgate, Karma Cut, or Regeki Break or something. Ooh. I mean, there's no point in attacking because they can just get another counter. So we'll just try to pop it with its effect. It's finally up now. I'm just finally able to stretch stream finally. Right, Casey? It's been a bit, but yo, thank you so much for dropping in, dude. I appreciate you. Have a good night, dude. Get some good sleep, and hopefully the long work week just flies by so you can enjoy that sweet 3-day weekend, dude. Have a good one. And for those who don't know, Casey Goldenite is another streamer as well. Definitely go check them out. Super cool streamer, super chill. One of the best communities on Twitch, period. Like, you don't even have to enjoy Duel Links to enjoy his content. It's just that good. Oh, you think you're going to activate that, huh? All right, that's fine. Casey Strims? Really? It's so good. It's so good. Almost as good as using a power of the Book of Moon out of a power of a Guardian play. So let's do that really quick. Because again, super good. Super good. How does it feel? Ooh, Melody. Oh, we already have Blue Eyes. Well, I mean, that's still pretty cool. It is what it is. Because, I mean, normally this is really good to draw into, just so you can be able to search out alternative and a Blue Eyes, but still, it's kind of nice having discard outlet for like cards like the White Stone of the Ancients. So they have Thrasher. Watch my recent replay. Yeah, we can watch replay before we go. Oh, come on, dude. Yeah, we can watch Jamal. We could totally watch it. Because at this point, this is going to be the last duel of the stream, and then we'll check out your replay. And this is one of the things when you play Blue Eyes, there will be at times where you do brick. And when you brick, it's pretty noticeable. Yes! Ah, Phoenix Chain's actually pretty good. It's, you know, kind of like a protector rate card, so it works for me. And then I think we're good. I think we're good.
Let's see what you can do. Your strategies aren't bad, but they're not as good as mine. It's my turn. I draw. I'll set a card.
Ooh, they're sitting a card. I mean, it's back row, so I don't know how much I can really do. Ooh, Kaiba boy. Yeah, we're gonna go with the Cards of Consonance. Why not? Discard this. Ooh, that's actually pretty dope. Let's just go for let's just go for the attack. I'm assuming this is like a protective trap. Yeah, like Karma. Yeah, that makes sense. Not the end of the world, honestly. Yeah, not at all. That's actually fine. Because again, we already have like Karma Cuts and stuff like that. We also have a Fiendish Chain, so we have plenty of protection on our own end. And it looks like they're kind of like just trying to stay alive at this point. Honestly, I don't even know what they could do to even turn this around. Because like Photons don't have like a one card to like rip into something broken. So I think we're pretty good. Went for a run yesterday and I'm really feeling it today. Yo, are you just not like used to running or stuff like that? Or more importantly, George, did you do a proper warm-up and a proper stretch? Because that's super needed as well. This is a recent replay and I BRB for like 1 second. All right, sounds good, dude. We're going to pull up the replay anyway and then check it out. And then we'll do a raid at that point. Because it's at that time, unfortunately. Because I've actually been pretty happy with the results of this. We got like almost 600 gems in the stream. We jumped up like a few levels. So I'm actually pretty happy with this. Maybe tomorrow I might jump back online Twitch and do another like impromptu stream and just, you know, do more of the Casey Cup. But we'll see how it happens. So Ajamal said it was the most recent one. So let's check that out. Zane, right? No, that's not. He's Yusei, that's right. He's Yusei. Alright, let's see. It's the most recent one is what he said. Alright, so after this replay, we'll hop out, and then we'll probably... We'll see who's currently live on Twitch right now. Oh, looks like Moo Trapper's no longer streaming, so it looks like I'll probably... Unless somebody redeems it, we'll probably give the raid to Axe Mango. Alright, let's see what we got here.
Challenge you to a duel. It's my turn.
Alright.
A monster. I set a card.
So it looks like they're playing one back row and one set card. That's going to be pretty interesting. Been on a run each of the last 3 weeks. Trying to get a bit healthier. I'm probably not stretching properly, but I'm doing what I think are good stretches. Dynamic, like George, at some point try checking out like dynamic stretching And also, like, just stuff to, like, properly warm up, like, your foot arches and also, like, you know, your legs properly, just to be able to help avoid that. That might help. And also, if you feel like any inflammation in your legs, maybe, like, putting out, like, taking some fish oil might help, too. Because that helps fight inflammation. Alright, so let's see. Odeon is going to be summoning a Vega in attack mode. Endless Trap Hell Satellites, let's go. Vega's going to go straight into it, but it's only going to... They're using a Book of Moon right now? Why would you use a Book of Moon? Unless, like, this set card is super integral to their deck. Why? I feel like they could have gotten way more better value with that Book of Moon, but it is what it is. So he's going to flip some of the Vega. Vega's going to attack into a chair. Chair is going to still be on the field, which is fine. They set another card. It looks like they're probably bricking right now, just because with sticks and chairs, sometimes that does happen. So it is what it is. So Altair is going to be summoned to the field in attack mode. They're going to go into an Xyz summon for Dark Tellarknight Ptolemy. With Ptolemy's effect, he's going to... Let's see. So with Ptolemy, you're going to... So you can detach and discard one card special from your action deck. One Tellarknight monster using this face-up card you control, and then also other Xyz monsters for the rest of the turn. Let's see. So this card can effect be during the player's turn if you have 7 or more Tellarknight monsters with different in your graveyard. Ooh, that is actually pretty interesting. So Fiendish Chain combos it, and then he responds with the Satellar Nova Alpha. Honestly, not too bad considering he now gets an extra additional card draw. And sometimes with Satellars, that's really all they need, especially running with the trap version. It's always nice having a full back row. About to open a pack with a 9% chance of getting something good. Best of luck, Agemal. You got this, man. You got this, man. So, ooh, coming with the Deneb, going to search himself off in Altair. Makes the most sense to be able to get the value in his graveyard. Going to respond with the Karma Cut to get rid of Chair. Ooh, only for them to respond with Forbidden Lands to protect the Chair. Endless Trap Hell's going to come, giving him back his copy of Karma Cut and putting 2 other ones back in the deck. I actually need to look into using that for Satellars. That's actually really strong. So much better than the balance version we have currently right now. They're going to activate Banishment of the Dark Lord to search out Ichel, the heart and soul of the deck. Pretty interesting. So they're going to use Ichel's effect to be able to draw 2. Interesting. So we currently have Altair going to drop in, going to probably grab access to... Ooh, but to Ptolemy. Interesting choice. So consider the fact that he can't use his ability, his defense is only 550. So what is their game with it? So he's going to go for another Ptolemy. He's going to attack over the Chair. This Chair is way stated over its long-term welcome. I think he wanted to probably use this for another aggressive play, potentially. Yeah, it looks like it. So now he's going to discard a card. Only going to be respond with the Sanctify Dark Lord. Oof. And Agemal from his 9% chance got trashed. I am sorry, Agemal. If I can give you some channel, if I could give you some gems, I would. Oof, interesting. Only for that to go through, and now he gets rid of the Scepter and starts attacking while they had 6,600 light points. That's insane. Alright, so he's summoning Star Scepter only to get into Star Service Sovereignty, which is pretty good because it allows them to... Ooh, they're not going to do anything. So he's going to respond with Karma Cut to start attacking directly, and that's 5,200. So is this lethal? It's lethal. I mean, honestly, like the Altair into the Ptolemy was actually a pretty good play just because, again, having that much damage is really nice on board because that's lethal for sure. It kind of was awkward just because it didn't really seem like much was happening at the very early part of the game. But I mean, you know, it kind of started taking off from there, dude. So it is what it is. But great replay, dude. Thank you so much for sharing. Pendover6759, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Middle Brigade. You came, unfortunately, at the end of the stream, but we will be streaming again on Tuesday, 9 p.m. Pacific time. Again, sorry about coming at the last second, but I appreciate you joining our community. Good night, everybody. Love you all. Hugglesberry, you have a great night as well, and I appreciate you for dropping in. And again, just being your awesome, super positive self. I appreciate you all for dropping in. Agemal, thank you so much for the replays. George, I know it's still pretty early for you, but I do hope you have a great rest of your day. And over to you as well. Thank you so much for dropping in. We are going to be rating another Duel Links streamer. In case you want to stick around and check out their content, Axe Mango is a great Duel Links streamer. So he'll definitely make sure you guys are entertained for sure. Plus he plays music because unfortunately I don't really feel confident with the MCA and Twitch's rules and stuff like that. But I appreciate you guys all. Everybody stay safe, stay warm, stay healthy. I appreciate you all. Have a great rest of your night. Sleep well. And I'll see you guys hopefully in the next stream.